Hello, welcome back to Hugh's Nursery. My name is Hugh Richards, and on this channel you can find all sorts of videos from organically gardening, where you're going to be saving lots of money and growing your own fruit and vegetables, to then cooking them with lots of delicious recipes. And today I'm next to my grapevine here, losing its leaves now because we're moving into autumn already, which is such a shame. Still got some nice grapes though, still just going along, gradually picking some and eating them and today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 composting tips. Tip number 1, what green materials should I use in my compost bin? Now, green materials are usually the ones that have lots of nitrogen, so stuff like grass clippings, just use grass, leaves, you can even use weeds, but check out one of my other videos where I give you the basic rules of thumb of if using leaves in your compost bin or not. But basically, just to be simple, yes, you can use leaves, but make sure that they aren't flowering and they haven't seeded. Other things you can use is chicken manure. Chicken manure is quite good. That's full of nitrogen, loads of nitrogen. Nettle leaves as well, comfrey. Most importantly, vegetable scraps that you use in the kitchen. Just chuck them in the compost heap and those will be very beneficial. And also something that some of you might not know is actually urine, and quite a few people collect urine and just dilute it a bit and pour it over the compost, and that is known as quite a wonder thing for compost, because it has tons of nitrogen and helps them out. Tons of nitrogen and helps them out. Now, the best brown materials you can use cardboard, like egg boxes. Make sure that it's not glossy, like it's got that plastic cover over it. So newspapers and magazines that haven't got that glossy thing but still got ink, I would actually recommend using it up if you haven't cycled it already. You can also use bracken. I definitely encourage you to use fall leaves from the autumn as well, but even better, you can make leaf mold, and check my earlier video to learn how to do exactly that. And also sawdust and some wood clippings as well. So those are all really good, nice brown materials. Okay, so now for my third tip I'm going to give you is how much green and how much quantities of brown materials do you need. Basically, generally speaking, just go for 1 part green material to 2 parts brown material, and just basically just keep it like that. You can use equal quantities of both, but usually it works better if you have a bit more brown material. Like I said before, these weeds can be composted. Dandelion weeds, so they have long roots and sometimes can just sprout up again in your compost pile and just start a whole nother war against the gardener. So I wouldn't put dandelions, but just make sure, like I said, that the weeds haven't seeded, and just put them in. Right, so my 5th tip is to not compost pet waste. The pets I'm speaking about are cats and dogs in particular, mainly because of their microorganisms that are still in their manure. But I would encourage you to compost pet waste that are vegetarian. For example, guinea pigs and chickens. If you have chickens as pets, definitely compost their manure. They're actually really good and beneficial for your plants. But try and keep away from more domestic animals. I wouldn't recommend composting any meat or bones. Can be composted, but that will just attract vermin and rodents and rats, and you don't want that really to happen around your home. But we do put eggshells in, we have to say, and we don't have as many problems with eggshells, but strictly speaking, keep away from any meat. The compost pile wants to be in a warm spot, really. It likes to have a temperature, a core temperature of about 130 degrees Fahrenheit for my friends in America, and 55 degrees Celsius here in the UK. That's like the perfect temperature that worms like to live in, and it's just gonna basically speed up the composting process quite a lot. And now in the winter months, yes, it does get cold, and yes, that temperature will lower if you get freezing temperatures. But what you can do to help make this better is just chuck over a fleece or a blanket, just to act as an insulator, like the insulator in a house keeping you warm. It's just going to keep the compost pile warm and the worms warm, to just let them carry on with their job, and then take it back off in warmer weather. See how we've added the green matter here underneath the brown matter there. So next, you want to, every 2 to 3 weeks, or even just every month, you want to go in with a fork and turn the pile over, so this allows oxygen to reach other parts that haven't decomposed yet, therefore also speeding up with the composting process. Now this compost heap does look very moist, and you want to keep it moist but not wet. If you're in a place that is open to a lot of rain, maybe you just put a tarpaulin over it, or a big plastic bag that has been shaped to just cover it, because water, the beneficial microbes don't like to be flooded as you would expect. They just like it moist, moist like a sponge kind of. That's what the texture you're looking for. Also, the compost should then be ready in about 6 to 12 months, usually around 6 to 9 months, but 6 to 12 months is what you should give it if you follow the guidelines, and it should be dark brown in colour and crumbly when ready. Final tip I'm going to tell you is, if you're a bit short of green waste, just go ask your friends and family and neighbours kindly to save their vegetable scraps for you, so you get even more compost for free. So hope you really enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I'd love to have you join us, because I'm just going to share with you loads of different gardening tips and cooking tips. And yeah, so thanks for watching, and see you again very soon. Goodbye.